What's going on, everyone? Casey Adams here with Mr. Grant Cardone. Today we're going to be number 57 of the Rise of the Young podcast.
57, man.
Yeah, you know what it is. So today we're going to be talking about personal branding.
How did I get pushed so far in the list, man?
Dude, you know? We've just been going hard with it, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, today we're going to be talking about personal branding, sales, and the impact of young entrepreneurship and starting young. So Grant, really appreciate you coming on the show, man. It's a pleasure.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
First off, I know a lot of people watching, they're young, they've followed your stuff. So before we come...
How old are you?
I'm 17.
Okay, wow.
Yeah. So a lot of people my age up to 25, or some of them are older as well. But
yeah,
my question to you kind of started off is like, where were you at 18? What was your situation?
Dude, 18 years old, I was I was at the bowling alley every day playing games. I'd steal quarters, and I'd steal them from the job I had. I had this job where I figured out how to hack the vending machine. I'd go in the back, grab, I don't know, $40 worth of quarters. Yeah. And then I'd go to the bowling alley. I'd sit there for 3 hours. Me and my brother would play game after game after game. Okay. And I was smoking weed every day. Not too proud of what I was doing with my life, and you know, I didn't feel good about myself. Yep. My dad had died when I was 10, so I'd go home, feel bad about, you know, hiding from my mom. I got all these secrets from my mom, and she brought me up to be a good kid, and I wasn't. And then I was trying to have part-time jobs, losing them all. I lost my first 5 jobs I had, so it wasn't going too good. You're way ahead of me.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
For sure. So regarding that, I like, whenever I do podcasts, I definitely like to, obviously I've read a lot of your books. A lot of people have seen a lot of your content, but when it comes to just young entrepreneurship, people in today with social media, the current standpoint of technology, when you look at social media nowadays, what's your mindset on young entrepreneurs today with the social media realm, and kind of what would you be doing today if you could go back with this current social media? Well,
first of all, you know, if you're doing drugs of any kind, then you're not going to take advantage of anything going on. So you got to have focus. Hey, what am I going to do? This is an unbelievable time, unbelievable opportunity right now for you guys to be connected to almost anybody you want to be connected to. That's the good news. The bad news is you could be connected to almost anybody in the world. Yeah. And that's the bad news, because what happens is you can get so much content from so many different people. The 57 guys you listen to, if the people that follow you listen to all 57 of them, they're more likely to do nothing than a bunch, because there's going to be conflicting data. Like, I know some of those guys I love, they're unbelievable. And there's other guys that if you listen to them and then listen to me, you're going to be like, I don't know which one to do. Yeah. You know, if you're going to listen to your dad and you're going to listen to me, you're probably not going to do anything, because you're going to be in doubt. Because I'm going to tell you to go. I'm going to tell you to move faster, and your dad as a parent is going to tell you, be careful, take small steps, take your time, and I'm not going to tell you that. So I would just tell you guys that are 17, 18, teenagers, man, look, don't use drugs. I'm telling you, these drugs, I have personal experience. This is not a moral issue. I'm not trying to be your daddy here. If you're smoking weed, man, you have no chance of winning in the marketplace. I will kill you. So if you're smoking weed and I'm not, I'm going to beat you to the close. I'm going to beat you to the money. I'm going to beat you in the game. Number one. Number two, you know, you need to be really narrow about who you're going to study. If you're studying people, looking for mentors, you don't need 3 mentors. You need one guy that you can study. He's your guy or gal, and you go deep on that dude. And number 3, doing wins. Doing beats all the education in the world. I spent 17 years in schools. I got a college degree, got an accounting degree. I got a cousin of mine that says, you shouldn't bash college. Did you go? No. I said, well, I went. I know. I have the debt. You didn't go. I know what it is. I'm not telling you guys not to go to college. I'm saying, look, if you're going to go to college, you need to go there with a purpose. And if you're going to go to college, you need to go to college, get your data, and do something with it the same day. Don't wait until 4 or 5 years after you get out of college. So doing is the best education in the world. Yeah,
for sure. I mean, even like with everyone I have here, a lot of us have big YouTube channels that will do a lot of stuff with different industries. And like, a lot of my friends and a lot of people I know just comes from the fact of like, they just didn't know what to do. They just started doing, and that it came from the actual doing, like you said. So,
you know, when you're doing, you start learning a lot of things that you didn't know. You're going to figure out your brand. You're going to figure out your pitch. You're going to figure out what works, what doesn't work, what people like, what they don't like.
Yeah.
And if you're an artist, you want to do a lot. You want to do a lot of art, because then you're going to discover what people actually like. you're going to learn stuff that you just can't learn in the classroom by doing.
Yeah, for sure. So one thing I wanted to touch on, because I'm still in high school currently, and like when I look at the modern education system, like I've learned so much outside from your books or different things regarding resources, sales, whatever it may be outside. But one thing that I've really noticed a huge uptrend in my life is personal branding. That's why we're sitting here. That's why I've been able to meet people from a brand, and obviously walking in, you see what you've been able to create. So for all the young people listening, number one, when did you start taking like your personal brand, social media seriously, and what's the impact in your thoughts?
I remember a guy telling me when I was like 30 years old, he's like, dude, you always work this hard? Like you, and I was like, huh? He's like, I admire you just because of how hard you work. He didn't really want to buy my deal, but he's like, I'm going to do it just because of your work ethic. And I was like, wow. And I walked away from that. And then the second time I heard it, people were admiring my work ethic. And I'm like, wow, that's a brand. Yeah. Now you're not gonna sit down. Most people are not gonna sit down and say, okay, my brand is, I didn't know that. I just stumbled across of it because of what I was doing every day. So I would just tell you, look, you're already a company. You're already a brand. If you're 6 years old, you're already a company. You don't start a company. You are a company. You are a company. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I don't know, 12, 7, 8, 9 companies in here. Johnny's got a company. I have a bunch of companies. You have a company. You are the company. You are the brand. You don't need a product or a service. You're it. And people are going to pay you based on what value you bring to the marketplace. How can you differentiate yourself in the marketplace? You do not want to blend in. Like the earrings, I don't understand those on you, but you got to figure out whether they're worth the energy. Yeah. I don't know if they are. Are they real?
Yeah. I mean,
they're real diamonds?
Yeah. I never really
They're real diamonds?
Yeah.
What did you pay for those?
Like $3,000.
Well, that was stupid. That was just
it was a gift from a while ago. But
I go sell the gift and get $3,000.
Yeah.
I want that $3,000 because I'm gonna make that money have babies.
Yeah.
That's the other thing I would tell you guys. You guys need to worry about your damn money, man. Your mommy and daddy don't know anything about money. Not one of you guys has a rich dad. Okay, he might be a millionaire. That means he's just scraping. He ashamed of himself at night. Y'all need to get rich. I would tell every teenager out there, you need to get so freaking rich. We were just doing a YouTube show, a live YouTube show, and I'm like, hey, call in today, and I'm going to give you, just tell me where you want to fly the damn plane, and I'm going to take you and your family there. Your little sister's going to come with us, your brothers, your parents. You want to go to Beijing, Kazakhstan, what's it called? Who cares, man? I got a plane, right? So like you guys need to think about money, man. Yeah. Y'all need to think about what are you spending your money on? Don't try to impress anybody with your tennis shoes, with your blue jeans, with your bullshit, man. Get your money right. Don't chase the girls. You guys out there, chase that damn money, man. You get your money right and women will throw themselves at your feet and say, please take me home. Take me.
Okay.
Can your audience handle that, man?
Yeah. I love it.
So I know some of the dudes that you've interviewed. Nobody talks about money. They all jump around this. Mm-hmm. They all, hey, be good, be humble, be this, dude, get your damn money right. Get rich. There's so much money on this planet. It's unbelievable. It's like that ocean back there. You come to Miami, you see the ocean, you're like, dang, I want to go out there and swim in it. Did you? Have you swum?
Yeah, we went yesterday.
Yeah, you couldn't. I got to jump in and get as much as I can, right? That's like money. See, people put more energy in a beach, into an ocean, into sunshine than they do into their bank account. So when I was 10 years old, I couldn't support my mom, and it killed me. Okay, I mean, dude, there's no way. I'm gonna rail on you again. There is no way I would spend $3,000 on a watch or earrings. I'm figuring out, hey, how can I take that 3 and turn it into 30? How can I go grab 30? I'm serious. You give me a gift worth $3,000. I'm taking it to the store. I'm getting my money right now. Okay. And I'm going to tell you, shit, I went and got the money. Right. So I'm just saying, like, I wanted to take care of my mom so bad. And I was such a disappointment from 10 years old to 25. I was such a disappointment when I finally got my life cleaned up. And I'm like, I'm getting my money right. I didn't drink. I didn't have a beer from 25 to 50 years old. Not a beer. Not a glass of champagne. Not a glass of wine. I didn't do any partying Saturdays and Sundays. I didn't have a hangover for 25 years, man. Can you imagine? Like, you guys have had more hangovers in the last 10 days. I don't lie, man.
No,
okay.
They're clean. We're all clean.
Okay, you are? That's cool. But the people listening, man, you guys have had more hangovers in the last month than I had in 25 years. So what was I able to focus on? Not Advil and Tylenol. I was able to focus on customers, money. I didn't have a fancy car till I was like 45 years old. I had plenty of money. I was very frugal, very focused. I'm like, I'm going to get my freaking money game right. Yeah. And maybe one day I'll become somebody.
Okay. That's the truth. So when it comes about money, I want to talk about money now because you said a lot of people don't. So with that, a lot of young people, when it comes to like a tactical piece of advice to when it comes to managing money or whatever it may be, what would you give to that 19 to 20-year-old that, whether that be they're just starting to make money online or they're just starting to get income? What would you say? Because obviously they could read the book.
Don't. Number one, don't spend it. Reinvest it. First in yourself, then in your business, and don't invest it in anything else. Okay. Till you got $100,000 packed away and you can keep operating your business. The number's 100. You get $100,000. Prove to me you can hold on to $100K sitting in a bank and it doesn't go away. Prove to me you can do that without buying any earrings. You're going to have to call this the earring episode. Okay. Cardone rails on my man. So do not invest in anything. No stocks, no Kios, no retirement accounts, no bullshit. Like Wall Street tells you, start early. The younger you start, the better off you are. That pitch is not for you. That pitch was for Wall Street. If Wall Street offers it to you, it's not good for you. It's like going to a casino. Casino says, hey, do you want insurance? Like my mom used to tell me, look, if they offer it to you here, say no. They're not doing it for you, man. Wall Street wants you to invest early because they want your money for a long period of time. So leave the cryptos alone. You guys got any? Yeah, because you're like, what? I'm trying to get rich quick. You're trying to have a bang, man. So what'd you buy? One? You bought
100 million pack coins.
No, different coins, not Bitcoin.
What are they worth?
Like $1 million of a cent each. I bought them because they were the cheapest.
So how much did you invest though?
It went up 15,000%.
Okay, how much did you invest?
$100.
So now, what's it worth now?
It went up to like 15 grand.
15 grand, good, dude. It's still no money, right? So like all I'm saying is you still don't have any money, right? Like you got 15 grand sitting in did you sell it?
Yeah, I sold like half of it.
Oh, okay, good. So the other half you can't get today, right? You can't trade it. You can't exchange it. He should be reinvesting that 15K in his business, in his expansion. If you can't get the money, I got $1 million of Bitcoin. I'm telling you guys to leave it alone. Leave it alone because I can't get it. If you're super rich, you got your plane already, you got your cars handled, you got your house, your vacation house, your 5 businesses, you got money coming in. Do whatever you want. Buy earrings, waste money, spill it, get drunk on the weekends, get arrested if you want to. Shit, get a good tax audit, go crazy. But be in a position where going crazy doesn't cost you anymore, right? And it doesn't cost your family. Right now, people should do this. They should stack 100 before they invest any money. 2, they should, when you have money left over, invest it only in yourself and your business. And when you finally get to 100, start investing in real assets because over your lifetime, you guys are 17 years old, man. You're 47 years old. You'd have real estate paid for. You'd own it free and clear. Okay? It'll be paying you every month and you get to go anywhere you want in the world. Yeah. And the real estate will pay you to go.
For sure. So when it comes to hard assets, I mean, Jeff right here, he actually does a lot of coin collectibles.
Where's Jeff at?
Right here, Jeff. Oh. He was like a gold, silver. You can explain a little bit, but yeah, he wanted to give me some stuff. Okay. We can do that in a bit as well. But I would say next question regarding all of that. Like I know like a lot of young people.
I mean, look, man, if I got to dig it out of the ground and then put it back in the ground to protect it, I am definitely not going to buy it. So again, I want to look. We're in a virtual technology. We're getting away from hard. Right? We're going to things that don't even exist. So I want things that are mobile and fast. Speed is the new currency. Speed is what determines what somebody's value is, not their age. So I want things that are easy to move, things that are fast. Everything that's slow right now is being disrupted. Like you could pick it. Yeah. Anything slow, it's going away. So I don't know if I answer your question.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not gonna. You bought gold too?
It's just my business.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get into it.
Okay, you're in and out of the gold.
So next thing I want to ask you something kind of straight on. So when it comes to just sales in general, what is your besides your wife, what is your most proud sale that you've made in your lifetime?
Most proud sale that I've ever made? Man, I don't know. I don't know. I've made a lot of sales, man. I mean, you know, they're all important to me. Like, cause every little sale, even the little ones, they give me the confidence that I can make a second one. So, do I have one? Yeah, I sold it. I convinced this guy to sell me his property. You know, it was a $80 million piece of property. It wasn't on the market. He said he wasn't going to sell it. He said, there's no way we'll sell it. It'll never happen that we'll sell it. And now I own it, you know? Yeah. And, I'm probably going to make on that deal. I'll probably make $80 million. Yeah. I paid 80. I'll make 80.
Yeah. So regarding real estate, because I'm getting into wholesaling and a few rehabs now with my brother. What's a tactical piece of advice?
If you're going to play the real estate game, go the best book you can read. You want the name of the best book? The best book you can read on real estate is find a piece of property, walk the property, read the financials on the property, call the tenants, like do the work. This is what I was saying earlier about do beats education. Yeah. So, I have a book coming out on real estate investing made simple. It talks about the mistakes. Like if you can, number one, walk a lot of property. Number two, find the mistakes. Grab a book that talks about the mistakes. Avoid the mistakes and you'll make money in real estate. Yeah. If you just don't make mistakes, you'll be fine. Number three, don't do little deals. Don't buy real estate on a budget. Don't buy don't buy a single family home. Never. Don't buy any single family residences for income. Don't buy 2 units, 4 units, 6 units, or 8 units. Your first deal should be at least 16 units because you need that many doors to produce enough income for you to be there.
Cool. Wow. Some tactical stuff right there.
Yeah. and don't over leverage the deal.
Okay. Yeah. So regarding just daily activities, I know a lot of people talk daily tactics and
this
whatever
guy moves,
may be.
man. This guy goes money, real estate, freaking daily, daily activities.
I mean, my biggest thing on this is definitely just like getting concepts that you can't read in a book from you and yourself and what you've been doing. So regarding just your daily flow, actually being in the office, it's a great setup, great kind of thing you've been able to build here. So like, what's your day-to-day look like? Like what time do you wake up? Do you have a good mental state when you wake up? What does it look like?
No, I typically don't have a good mental state. People are like, man, you're a positive dude. I'm like, no, not really. You know, I'm not really that positive. Am I? I'm not really. You guys that work with me every day. Am I positive? I don't think so.
They have to say yes.
No, they don't. No. I don't think I'm a positive person. I actually.
How positive you are, you bring out the positive in other people.
Yeah, I don't know. But you see, like people say, oh, attitude is everything. I'm like, no, attitude is not everything, dude. And getting shit done is everything. Yeah. You know, pushing the ball across the freaking finish line. That is everything. Winning might not be everything, but damn, it's up there and close. Yeah. So number one, I wake up, I beat the sun up. You know, if I can beat the sun up, I feel like, man, I beat the rotation, right? Number two, you know, I go take a leak. Number three, I write my goals down. Yeah. I write my goals down in the morning, like my big goals. I write them down in the morning. I write them down at night. And then I try to get a workout in every morning. And then I come to work. I have a meeting at 9:06 in the morning. And then, dude, the rest of the day is just like insanity. Yeah. Like whatever's in front of me, I do. I didn't know you guys were coming in here until today. Yeah. I probably told you yes a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that was like a week and a half ago. It's funny how it's set up. So like,
I never worry about it after I say yes. It goes to Katie. Yep. Katie comes in today. She texts me about 5:30 this morning. Hey, this is your schedule for today. I look at it, complain about the whole schedule. I'm like, who's this dude, Casey Adams? Motherfucker better not be wearing freaking diamonds. and bringing his whole posse in here with him. But so I look at it. I complain about everything. Just so you guys know, like you see all these guys, you know, giving this persona and telling you who they are. Look, I'm a human being. You know, it's not all roses. And there's a lot of potholes in life, and there's a lot of difficulties, and there's a lot of pushback, and I get a lot of advice from a lot of people. When you start getting a big posse around you, you get your company bigger and bigger, half the advice you're going to get is going to be shit. From the people that are with you and closest to you, it's going to be garbage content, garbage data. It's going to be shit information. It's going to be wrong. But they're convinced, half of the people around you that love you, that care about you, I'm not talking about your enemies. I'm talking about the real people that you need to worry about. The people that are close to you that are confused, that are telling you stuff because they love and care about you. Those are the people you need to worry about. Your haters, you don't even need to worry about them, right? And then you got to decide, hey, who's right on this deal? Like right now, we're going through this big fight with Facebook. Nobody knew we were having the fight with Facebook but me, okay? So I know my entire team thinks I'm wrong on this. Everybody, right? Hell yeah. Everybody thinks I'm wrong on this. They're like, what are you doing? Jared thinks I'm wrong. He's the VP. My COO thinks I'm wrong. And I'm like, I don't care if I'm wrong or not, dude. I think I'm right on this shit, okay? I'm taking on Facebook.
What happened with Facebook?
You're going to throttle me? I'm not going to use you, okay? I spent $4 million with Facebook last year. $4 million in ads. I didn't have a problem with it. I don't get an ROI on a lot of it. They're throttling my content so hard. My viewers that I built with their help, I'm very appreciative. I gave them a lot of money. It's been a win-win for both of us. They're throttling my audience, so they're telling me what I can and can't do with that audience. I want to give somebody $1,000. They don't want me to do that. They say that's called bait advertising. So I want to go up there and say, look, man, I want to give $1,000 to somebody that can guess the drink. Whatever made, I had a drink last night. It was turmeric, lemon, ginger, raw ginger, black pepper, water, ice, and some blood from my thumb. Well, they throttled the thing down. At the same time, I did a A/B test on Instagram where there's not throttling, even though they're owned by the same company. It didn't throttle. I had 50 times the reach on Instagram, and I have 10 times the reach on Facebook. But I had 50 times the response on Instagram. So I wrote them a letter last night. I'm like, dear Facebook, I'm done. Okay, appreciate the relationship. Partnership has been great. We have one of the top 10 most watched channels across all of Facebook. I spent $4 million with you last year. Today it stops. I will not spend one dime with you. You're not going to throttle me. And then I get half the people telling me that's their new rules. Now you guys need to listen to this. That's the rules. They don't want that kind of advertising. I'm like, dude, the marketplace determines what the rules are, not a company. So you guys can start whatever company you want. Make whatever rules you want. Facebook can do the same thing up in Silicon Valley. Their little board meeting, a bunch of executives got in a room and decided, let's throttle Cardone, force feed him to spend more money in advertising. What it did was turn me off. I'm like, I'll tap him out. I won't spend any money with him. I'll take the $4 million. I'm going to spend the $4 million. And I'm just going to go spend it at YouTube, Snapchat, and LinkedIn.
Wow, so that just happened with Facebook?
It's happening this morning.
Dang.
So we just pushed everything this morning to YouTube. Our reach at YouTube went through the roof this morning. Yeah. So what you want to learn there is, look, you guys don't make the rules any more than I do. The marketplace makes the rules. And what you want to do is you want to be where things are like Facebook probably won't exist in your lifetime. I'm not picking on them this morning. This phone won't exist. Okay. Cars are going to change. Everybody knows that. The way you live and where you live is going to change. You guys you're in for the either a nightmare lifetime or you're in for the biggest freaking opportunity in maybe the history of the world. Yeah. If you got your eyes wide open and you're sober and you're hungry.
So do you think social media is something long-term? Because obviously you're on every social platform. Yeah. Do you think that's something regarding the future from your standpoint? Like, do you think you'll have a massive change in the next 5 years, or what's your standpoint on just everything social?
No doubt about it. Like, you know, the cryptos are real. They're gonna be here. Blockchain will be here longer than currency will. And you'll see it come into full. You're gonna see in the next 6 or 7 years, you're gonna see just massive disruption everywhere. So the big players that can't think new and fresh, the social media companies that say, hey, Grant Cardone, we want his business, man. The guy's, he's dropping fresh content every single day. Every single day, okay? Why would we throttle his audience? Very few people can drop new content every day. So he's willing to spend money on advertising, right? He wants to reach his audience. I want to grow and build that audience. So somebody's going to come along and say, dude, we want his dollars. Yeah. And so whoever can facilitate good customer service, friendly acquisition, support me in my business and expansion and my brand is going to win the day.
Okay, for sure. So what's your favorite social media right now that you're using? Or do you not
my favorite one is all of them.
Okay.
Because I never want to be dependent upon one of
Okay.
them. So I don't think about my favorite. I think about where are you? Johnny wants to meet at the gym, okay? Francisco wants to play poker. Dude, that's my favorite social medium. My favorite social medium is where are you? You in church? I might be sitting next to you, bro. We might be holla holla. Just saying.
Yeah.
I'm with you, man. I want to be next to you. So if I want what you have, friends, influence, or money, access, a network, then I got to be where people are. Yeah. And quit thinking about myself. Nobody should have a favorite social media. Okay.
That's a fact. So regarding that, I know that you talked about obviously relationships, mentors, learning from people. Do you have a personal mentor in your life that's guided you to where you are today, or where do you stand on that?
Yeah, I got a lot of people I've learned from, man. A lot of people, mostly people that are stupid. I learn from stupid people.
Like learning what not to
Yeah,
do.
you guys are all looking, hey, what should I do? You should just learn what not to do.
Yeah.
You should just learn from all the stupid people in your life. You got plenty of them. They're all over the place. You don't even have to leave your house in most cases. Yeah. You know, so look at your mom, your dad. They stupid, man. Half of what your parents do is dumb. Okay, they didn't even admit it. Call me one day and tell me you said that in front of my kids. You know it. If you're a father or a mother, right, and you're waking up today in the 21st century, full on 2017, you got to be looking around saying, dude, I'm stupid. Okay, you put your money away in a savings account. It's rotting. It's going down in value, right? Like it's going down faster than you can earn 0.5%. You pay your credit card 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12% on bullshit stuff. Okay. You were taught to buy cars, not lease them. You fell for that bullshit. That was stupid. Okay. You bought a house for 30 years, got immobilized in one address, 1515 20th Street, and you put your name on the little mat. And you think you own the home. You don't own the home. That was for the banks. That wasn't for you. You took your money that you work hard for and you sent it to Wall Street, put it in a Keogh account, and you can't get it till you're 65. Those are 7 of the dumbest things a human being can do on this planet. And then when Bitcoin comes around, you're like, I don't understand it. Okay? I don't know. Well, maybe you should understand it. Okay? You got cash in your pocket rotten. It's going down, like it's depreciating every day. It's a piece of paper worth nothing. And you won't even use it. Look at this dumbness. You got your parents won't use the money they have to make babies, to make more money, to make little Benjis. Yeah. So I'm saying that to all the dumb parents out there because that's me, man. Right? That was my mom, my dad. My dad worked hard, didn't have a plan or an exit. It's dumb. Okay? I got people tell me don't buy a jet. You know who told me to buy a jet? 3 guys that said buy a jet were all billionaires. Yeah, dude, you should definitely buy a jet. Okay. Everybody under their pay grade said, no, that's stupid, including the accountant. So if you're stupid, know you are. Because that's the dumbest a parent can be. So what would I tell you? What was the question?
Just regarding having your mentor, I said.
Yeah. Mentors, man. Just pick some mentors that are stupid.
Yeah, I think that definitely where I'm from.
You know,
the entire
you want to pick Gary Vee? First, go get you a couple of guys that are stupid first. Just say, okay, make a list. The dumbest people I know. Who's the dumbest dude you know? Like he just over and over makes mistakes.
I would say
uncle, brother, you know.
I mean, we'll go with the brother.
Okay, good. Look, I'm gonna make a list. What does that dumbass do? Oh, he's got earrings?
Nah, he unexpected kid. That's not dumb, but that just kind of changed his life. And
but that's stupid, dude. Like you're gonna have a kid, man. You ought to plan on that. Like you ought to figure that out. Like strap it on, dog. All right. Yeah. So dumb. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Other brother smokes weed every day.
Yeah. The weed dude. Okay. You're gonna get ahead of him, bro. You're gonna accelerate, bro. Number 3. I got a guy that I worked for. The guy was brilliant, bro. I'm talking IQ off the charts. Could talk to anybody about anything. He could be in a room of people. Like the guy could mesmerize the entire room. Right. Drank, gambled. Went through relationships. I'm like, dude, he's dumb, man. That's my dumb mentor. You guys need to get a dumb mentor. What are you going to call this show? Dumb mentor and earrings?
Hey, we'll go with that.
We got to work dumb the earrings in there somewhere. My brother's a dumbass.
I like it. That's a fact. So next thing, I got a few more things just to wrap it up. So I would say sure. When it comes to, I mean, regarding your books, I read Sell or Be Sold, all this stuff, and I think the best thing when I read Sell or Be Sold, the thing that kind of caught my attention is like everything in life is a sale. So for example, for me to be here right now, it's funny how when I DM'd you, so I sent an email to Katie. I was like, hey, I usually do these interviews through this platform called Be Live. I happen to be in Miami next week. I'd love to set up in person. Had no intention to come to Miami, but I just kind of had the jab at the bottom. And then she's like, yeah, that's fine. So then we booked a trip to Miami, and like me selling my parents on giving me the reason.
See what you did, man, was you took the future and pulled it toward you. That's what people need to do, man. Like you guys are waiting for something to happen rather than what he did. And I talk about this in Sell or Be Sold. Take the future and pull it toward you. It's a magic act, man. It's really an act of responsibility. And this is why so much of your generation is like, I don't want to sell. It's because your parents said that shit.
Yeah.
You know? It is the salesmen of the world that change everything. Only salespeople change the world. Only salespeople change the world. Nobody else changes the world. Elon Musk, if he makes it to Mars, he will change the world forever because he sold the world on solar, on going automated, and going to Mars. So bring the future, man. Decide what your future is, whatever it is. Take responsibility for it and do what you did.
Yeah.
Which is I'm gonna be in Miami next week, which some people would say was a lie.
And now we are.
But it wasn't a lie. It wasn't a lie. He was basically forecasting the future. Then he went to his parents and said, "Hey, I got a meeting with Grant Cardone. Can you guys help?" And you borrowed the money from them?
No, I paid the ticket for
Okay.
sure. But yes, I mean, I want to bring that up.
What did the tickets cost you?
$290 here and it's like $300 back.
Oh, wow.
Because I don't know when I'm leaving, so I'm staying here until like Saturday now. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I just want to bring that up.
I'd have
'cause
flown
it's
you on
like-
the jet, dude, if you'd asked me.
Well, hey,
I mean, I got enough room for all of you.
okay. Well, hey, we need to go somewhere tonight.
Asking you shall receive.
Yeah, for sure. So another question.
You know
I
the
ask.
story about Donald Trump? Donald Trump on the Trump building. I just heard this yesterday, and he got a 40-year tax abatement on the Trump Tower. 40-year tax abatement means he doesn't pay any taxes for 40 years. Okay, which means one of the biggest costs of owning a building is the taxes, particularly up in New York. So he comes out of court. He won it. Comes out of court, and the news report said, Mr. Trump, how did you win the 40-year tax abatement? He's like, because I didn't ask for 50. And the story basically is, I should have asked for 50, right? So look, you got to ask to get whatever you want in life.
For sure. So next question, last thing to wrap it up. 10X GrowthCon.
Yeah.
When you first had the idea to throw that event, to have that event, this year's was the second one.
Yeah.
What was the cultivation of going through that? Because I went to it, seeing that whole operation, 10,000 people in the room, seeing that whole thing in Vegas, like that definitely brought my perspective way different of being in something like that. So from your perspective, when you were forming that, I know that I watched I don't know what it was the other day. You're like, I wanted to make it happen. People didn't believe me. I said I could get 10,000 people in a room.
Yeah.
And then you did it. So from the 10X standpoint,
Dude, I
when
didn't
did you
believe
do
I
that?
could get 10,000 people in a room. So like every day I came to work, I'm like, there's no way we're going to get this many people here. You know, the entire time I didn't believe we would do it, but I work like I'm gonna, and I also work like I can't. Right. So I'm always thinking there's no way I'm going to pull this off. But I got this other driver in me saying, we're going to pull this off, dude. I'm not going to quit on the target. So, but I don't think I'm going to be able to pull this off. So my entire life has been this push pull thing of like, you know, I'm going to get this done. There's no way I'm going to make it. So, you know, I wake up every morning today. I wonder if today's going to be my breakthrough. When am I going to finally get my big break, you know? When am I going to get that big interview with Casey Adams on the podcast? And I get my final, like, I get the lift that takes me into orbit. So, yeah, dude, it was like coming in here every day and pounding that thing out. So we have a saying around here, never lower a target. Once we have a target, the woman that I'm married to was a target, right? I saw her, I met her. Oh, no, that's going to be the girl. I don't lower the target and go out with some other girl until I get score that target, right? Not to make women a target, but what I'm saying is whatever the target is, 10,000 people, we don't lower the target. I had a target for an event this weekend, 250 people. It was really like 100.
It was supposed to be 100.
Then it was 150. And then I'm like, let's just do 250. You know, I had this moment of insanity. And I think we're at 211 right now, 213, 216 or something. So I got 24 hours. You guys want to go? I got 24 seats left, so I got to figure out how to push it to hit that number. It's impossible. I'll never get there. I'm probably going to come up short on this one, but I've already exceeded my other targets. So you just got to push, be completely unreasonable, right? So whether it's about money or the people in your life or the group, the network, social following, whatever, just be completely, ridiculously unreasonable with your targets.
Boom. So to end that off, Rise the Young podcast number 57, Mr. Grant Cardone. Last little one sentence tactic that you kind of think about Grant Cardone. Like when you say your name, what do people think about? But in your perspective, what do you want to kind of give yourself as like a one sentence? What would you kind of?
Success is my duty. That's what they're going to put on my grave, man. They're going to be, well, I'm not going to have a grave. I'm probably going to have one of those little urns Maybe it'll be some of your gold. It's going to be success is my duty. By the way, it's your duty too. Look, you're either going to be successful or somebody around you is going to be. I mean, it's all out there. There's plenty of it. There's no shortage of it. You can't buy it at a store. You can't cheat your way to it. The only way to get it is to earn it. Doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are, color of your skin, how you were brought up. It doesn't even matter. Nobody ever asked me my education level. I borrowed from the banks. I think I borrowed $600 million. I signed these loans for $60 million at a time, $40 million at a time. They never say, hey, what's your education level? Ever, not one time. Right? You know what they look at? Hey, do you do what you say you're going to do, and do you pay your bills? Success is my duty.
There we go. Pleasure. Thank you.